Okay, guys, it's been a while to be honest. It took me almost the whole 2023 to shoot this video. So I'm thinking and trying to figure out something that people can benefit from what I do. Uh I'm not sure everybody knows me, but like I'm a cinematographer based in Kuwait right now. And I would love to discuss how things are going down here. Uh, a lot of people come and do work in Dubai. That is more common, but I don't see people coming and working down in Kuwait. Well, Kuwait is this one of the smallest countries in the Gulf region, and I think I'm not pretty sure, but I'm almost definite that Kuwait started cinema in the 40s, 50s, maybe in the Middle East. So it's one of the pioneers as a country when it comes to the field of cinema. So knowing that kind of encouraged me and gave me a little bit of motivation to do some work here. So I go ahead and gather all the gears, Steadicam, cameras, lenses, all that kind of shit, like millions of dollars, literally millions of dollars. Um, but it's been like 3 years so far that I've been seriously struggling. And the only reason I'm saying that is whatever you're making on the monthly basis, on the weekly basis, is not really covering all the expenses. And you guys know, especially back in California or the States, when you make when you're worth millions of dollars in equipment and staff and this and that, you know your overhead is going to be high. So whenever you're not making that overhead, you're not really making progress. You're just keeping momentum, which is okay for a little while. You can put up with that stuff for a little while, but not forever. So I have came to the decision where I think I'm going back to California. I'm not saying it's the best over there right now. I know people are still struggling with the strikes and whatnot, but I think it's a little bit better than down here. Maybe there's other countries around us that do have a little bit more business. But now I'm gonna go a little bit into a little bit more into details why business is not so good. Well, first of all, people don't really value the art of cinema down here. I know people are not gonna like that about me saying that, but I'm just telling you guys the way it is down here. And whoever makes it down here and witness that, holla. Let's say you're a good DOP back in the States. You're probably gonna make between $1,000 to $3,000 per day if you're shooting like a commercial or music video. Here it's between $500 to $1,000. You're lucky if you can get more than that. Directors tend to copycat everything around the world. Clients knows it and they're okay with it as long as it's cheap. Big projects, let's say when it comes to music videos and TVCs, to be honest, they're not too many. So there's literally, 100 sharks out there waiting for that little fish to jump in the water. So your chances of getting that project are close to minimal. So that's two, the abundancy of companies and agencies and everybody's like, and those middlemans, those agencies, the agencies I really hate the guts where they take the projects, they got the connections, they know people, they know banks, they know this and that. They take the projects and they just give you the project for just a little amount of money. And it's hella crazy for us. Like, I mean, before we know it, we go ahead and try it. And those bastards are sneaky. You know why? Because what they do is they try to find out who's new in the market. And they approach you by saying, "Oh, we like your work, but we have a small budget. And how about you taking this project with us? We know that shit costs a lot of money. We know your equipment. We know this and that. We know your reputation. We've seen your work. But how about you take this project as getting to know each other? And this way we can show the client we can do this and we can do that. And we're different than everybody else. And they get you in the back, just they sell you the idea, you be like, okay, let me try it. And 3 years later down the road, you be like, damn, I've been approached by at least 50 of them companies, and none of them had a second project. And now that makes you think, though, like maybe my shit is not really good. But you go ahead and you be like, you analyze stuff. Well, we do color, we do graphics, we do this, we do that, and we're shooting 16-bit color and raw and like all like literally all the goodies that any cinematographer would love to or dream of. We got it. We're shooting with Alexis, Sony Venice 2, Steadicam, Trinity, like all the like go for goodies are down here. And we don't do regular content. We just do high end. And for that to happen, it's I found out that this market is corrupt. Another reason people are not really making money down here. Okay, let's say we own few sets of lenses that are pretty expensive. The Cook anamorphics, the RE Master anamorphics. We're talking, $200,000+ each kit. The Supreme Primes, $100,000+ kit. The Ultra Primes, also almost $100,000 for 10 lenses. Xi CP3. So we got like different varieties, and people call us for rentals. And you guys know rentals and how much it costs for, to rent a good camera, a cinema camera, to rent all the gear and stuff and the tripods. I mean, for crying out loud, tripods cost way more than $15,000 for cinema. And they call you to like rent. So I'm gonna give you this incident. A dude called me up for Ultra Primes. They're fairly cheap, not cheap, but like reasonable. 2 months and 5 days, 65 days rentals. The guy offered $6,000. And I was like, what? Six who? Six what? $6,000 for what exactly? So I was like, dude, I'm not even going to negotiate, because negotiating is me, taking that insult. And I'm not going to take that insult. He said, well, there's plenty of people in the market who's willing to go down for that price. I was like, well, you go ahead and do that and enjoy it while you're at it. But don't come to me insulting me with these prices. Because it's like last time I checked on ShareGrid, for an example. Not the same kit, 6 lenses for 45 days or 40 days were nearly like over $12,000. Not for 65 days. So we're talking about like $20,000 worth of equipment in rental. People do rent it here for $2,000. The Cook anamorphics, the Master anamorphics, we normally rent them for like $1,500 per day here, which is a lot cheaper than the States. People find it expensive and they don't rent them. Sony Venice 2 with the Rialto, $1,500. Down to maybe $1,300 or $1,250 or $1,400. People don't rent the camera because it's too expensive. Alexis, okay. Well, before I jump into another stage, I'm just going to give you another instant. The RE LF, the Mini RE, the Mini LF, with 5 or 6 signature prime lenses. You know how much they rent per day here in Kuwait? About $1,000 up to $1,200, maybe $1,300 per day if it's a TVC or music video. If it's for a series, which means 30-day plus, camera and lenses are less than $300 per day. So you guys do the calculation. So for you to maintain that multi-million-dollar business down here, I think it's almost impossible unless something change in the next coming days, and I will definitely update you guys. So my YouTube channel's been kind of quiet for the past few months, but I'm gonna get on it nowadays. I got this set up right now where I just have to sit down and just um, do the recording and just do the minor edit and send it. So thank you guys for watching. Please do share your comments and whatever you guys want to talk about in the future, and we'll go ahead and do it. Ciao.